Hi, everyone, and welcome. You guys should know by name by now, but in case we have anyone new, my name is Mr. Marty Rathbun. I'm the former number two of the whole church in Scientology, former inspector general. I am not happy tonight, folks, and I know people are getting sick of this, but it's not my problem. That's their problem. I worked all night. Okay. And you think my wife would cook me dinner after working overtime? No. Had to make my own dinner, had to make my own beans. Okay. And had to make my own blue Gatorade. So I'm not happy. You're not happy. Okay. Now, folks, I was the former number two, okay, of the whole church. Oh, okay. So, if anyone else thinks that they could have did half my job, then you live in a dream world, folks. Okay, now Rinder and Leven. Now let's just get this straight. Between Mike Rinder and Aaron Smith, Leven Smith, between the two of those guys, you don't have a good guy. You can put the two guys together, you still won't have a good guy. And and these are just facts that I'm shooting out, folks. Okay, so like I said, I'm not pleased. I had to work all day, come home, make my own dinner. And like I said, I'm the good guy around here. I came around here. I'm one of the good guys. We should be worrying more about Render dealing with his crimes. And yeah, so that's where we're at with this, folks. Okay. And got some blue Gatorade. So let's just go ahead and stand by for that, everyone. Okay. Thank you for being here, everyone. Like I said, my name is Marty Rathbun. Had to cook my own dinner tonight. We're having vegan beans. Okay, so like I said, MoNique couldn't even heat up some beans for me, folks. So after working overtime, okay, so you know this is what I have to deal with. Okay, you'd think the number two man deserves a good home cooked meal when he gets home, but no, no, that's asking too much, I guess, folks. Okay, even though I did mow the lawn, looks very good, and I used the weed and feed on it, did all the fancy stuff, and that's where we're at with that. Okay, now we're gonna take a short recess and have some of our dinner. Just wanted to say thanks for being here, everyone. Appreciate the help and support. Like I said, I had a long work day. I had to cook my own dinner. Had to make my own blue Gatorade, and I'm not happy about that. And why should I be? I'm the man around here, okay? And hey, man, thanks for joining us. Okay. As you know, my name is Marty Rathbun, former number two man in the whole Church of Scientology. I was the Inspector General. I worked side by side with Dave Miscavige. I made that man what he is today. If it wasn't for me, Marty Rathbun, Dave Miscavige would still be assistant cameraman working on B-roll film. Okay. That's what he was when we started, folks. Oh, okay. So, and these are just facts. This is all backed up by documents. Okay. So, people should be responsible and respectful when they talk about me, number two man in the whole church. Scientology. Okay. Now, I rose up in the ranks. When I started working directly for L. Ron Hubbard, I was the one doing the budget, picking out the paint colors for the new buildings. Okay, now they're aging, but back then they were new, and they've been remodeled since, but that's irrelevant. But back then in the late 70s, they were newer buildings. We just took them over. Back when we named them the United Churches of Florida briefly, folks. Excuse me, Rinder likes to take credit for that, but I think we know who the man is. I'm the man. I did it. No one else. Okay. No one else was capable. Okay. So, we should be responsible when we talk about me, the number 2 man. And I think we could see by, if we listen to some other streams, that my name hasn't been coming up, folks, because I'm innocent. Okay. I did only good things. I did only good deeds for the church. Okay. And, people like Rinder's job was to destroy people. I think we should make that crystal clear. Okay. So my job was to help people. Rinder's job was to destroy people. Destroy, help. Destroy, help. Okay. Catch my drift? Destroy, help. Catch my drift? You're not listening. Catch my drift? You're not listening. Destroy, drift, catch my drift? You're not listening. This is serious stuff, folks. So we should be responsible when we talk about this stuff. All right. So, like I said, I had to come home, cook my own meal, make my own Gatorade, and I'm just not pleased. And I'm not going to stop talking about it because it's my privilege to talk about this stuff. And I used to be a very important man. I still think I'm pretty important. It's not my fault. I'm unemployable because of the church, because of the bad PR I've been getting. But I do have skills, folks. Okay. And people should respect me. Like I said, we're not going to be on too much longer. I am tired, and I have to do everything around the house. And you guys know it. You guys believe it. I'm the number 2 man. I did it. I made it happen. Not Leven Smith, not Rinder. Now, Leven Smith was barely in the church. I don't know why he talks about the church at all. Church forcibly removed him. The church forcibly removed it and kicked out Leven Smith. And obviously the same with Remini. Remini was a troublemaker. She was kicked out of the church. She had bad ethics. Well, Mandy, it's a long story, but MoNique and I, our relationship is not good. She asked for a divorce. She's trying to take all my money. Well, not all my money, but most of my money. She's trying to take my money, the kids, the house, and she's not doing her womanly duties in the kitchen. She's not scrubbing the potatoes and washing the carrots and raising the babies and scrubbing the floor. And she took an oath when we got married to honor and obey her man, and she has not been obeying. Okay, so I said, let's go ahead and press on with the divorce, and she don't do anything anyways. And I want to be happy in life, and I think that I could find me a good woman to do all those things, so I don't need her anymore. Okay. I know, right. Well, David's not taking my calls. I can't even get Rinder to return a phone call. And David said, don't call me anymore. Don't call my secretary. Don't even think about coming anywhere near the church or any of its properties. And so this is what it's become, folks. Okay. But I have you guys. I appreciate your support. You guys know I'm still important, right? Okay. It's another sad day for Marty Rathbun. Okay. A man can only take so much. A man's supposed to be a man. Okay. I can't do everything at the house. Okay. So, like I said, we're not going to be on long, folks. Oh, okay. And I'm not getting. It's not a healthy relationship with MoNique. I do all the work around the house. She does nothing. She yells at me and calls me names, and all that. I don't appreciate it. She calls me pencil neck. She says I'm good for nothing. She says I'm trash. She says I'm trash, and she also tells me to take out the trash. So, and it's not healthy. And a good wife wouldn't say that, folks. Okay, so I'm the good guy. She's not the good guy. Okay. I appreciate you guys being with me tonight. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate your support. It's not a lot of this stuff is not my fault. Okay. I'll take I'll take I'll take the hit for stuff that's my fault, but people don't want to talk to me because I'm no longer in the church. And hey, the Rusty Hook, how you doing? Don't worry, Frank will be around and soon again, because Marty's getting tired. You know what I mean, folks? But I appreciate you being here, Rusty Hook. And like I said, my name is Marty Rathbun, former number 2 guy, the whole Church of Scientology, former Inspector General. Okay. And I used to be a very powerful man. No, my powers are dim, Mandy. You know what I mean? I don't have the confidence that I used to have. I long for the days when I can go back to punching, knocking out Mark Headley. Those were good days, okay? And thing is, no one respects me, so it's hard to really move forward when no one respects me. Trying to get some energy. Trying to eat my beans. They got vegan beans here. And I think if I started eating better every night, okay, that we can make some gains that way. But, thank you, Rusty Hook. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your support. Like I said, we're not going to be on too long. I got overtime all this week, and but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying the facts. Just, shooting out facts, folks. Okay? And, there's not really much left to say. Okay? And like I said, I'm one of the good guys around here. You can look at my record side by side with Rinder's record, and you can see I'm one of the good guys. He's one of the bad guys. Plus, I'm going on the air every night and telling my story. And Rinder is hiding under his desk like usual. And they used to do that in the church too. It's not a new tactic; it's an old tactic. He can't handle the truth. He can't handle fessing up to some of his crimes. He never fessed up in the church either. So it's this is just old Rinder playbook, folks. Okay, at least I admit when I make a mistake. Now, if you guys, and I hope everyone, like I said, I'm running for city councilman next term. I hope everyone votes for me. Thank you, Rusty Hook. I hope everyone endorses my 50 cent a gallon gas tax. It's what's best for the country. It's what's best for the economy. And I thank you for your endorsement. Okay. And the Rusty Hook knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Love that name. So does Frank. And I personally know Frank, and Frank would say that the Rusty Hook is innocent of any and all crimes and any and all allegations because of what they call mens rea or innocent mind. Okay? Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate you being here. You're a great supporter of SPTV. You support all the creators, and we really appreciate that, Mandy. Yeah, I appreciate you being here being here with me so we can just try new things out every night. Same with the Rusty Hook and everyone else watching behind the scenes. Okay. I really do. I really just. Sorry if I'm a little out of it. I did work all day. So we are really not going to go too much longer, but plus I feel like I'm rambling. You know what I mean? I know I'm a very important man and number two man of the whole church, but like I said, we're going to call it quits pretty soon. Yeah, no, I appreciate you even just listening, Mandy. I know you're out there. You've been. I recognize that name from the way beginnings, but I think even before SPTV, if I'm correct, and I'm always correct. Okay. So, with that being said, okay. And I think just as much of my newer viewers, like the Rusty Hook, everyone's special. I mean, yep, yep. Hey, Joni, how you doing? Good to have you. Like I said, my name is Marty Rathbun, former number two guy, whole Church of Scientology. Okay. I'm one of the good guys. Rinder was one of the bad guys. Leven Smith was one of the bad guys too. Okay. And I was there to help people, and those guys were there to hurt people. Those guys, mainly Rinder. Leven didn't do nothing either way, folks, but Rinder was there to destroy people. It was his job. Thanks, Joni. That was his job, was to destroy people. My job was to be a helping hand. Okay. And so we have big differences there. And plus, Render isn't defending himself, so that makes him 10 times more guilty of any and all allegations. Okay. So we should take that into consideration when considering his guilt. Okay. So like I said, MoNique, she's not cooking for me, she's not cleaning for me, she's not scrubbing the potatoes, she's not washing the carrots, she's not raising the babies, she's not scrubbing the floors. So, and she's not making my dinner. I had to make my own vegan beans, and I had to make my own blue Gatorade. Okay. So, these are all serious things. In any event, I think we're going to call it. Thanks a lot, Rusty Hook. We'll have Frank come on soon because I had a different request for Frank last week. I believe it was somebody else. So we'll have to get him back soon. All right, folks. We're going to call it a night. I really do appreciate everyone being here. Helps me work out new stuff and, and see what people like and stuff like that. So, like I said, that's 2 requests for Frank. So, Frank's coming back soon, guys. And I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. You too.